Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have an amazing day. Please do subscribe, like and comment if you want to support my channel or join my Discord. Thank you. Okay, let's jump to the story right away.
In last chapter, Snake Shadow rescued Deer Spirit from Lion Fierce. He helped her apply the herb and pinned her down.
As you can see, I have crossed into a novel. My soul transmigrated to the body of a green tea supporting character who has the same name as me. The handsome man in front of me is the male protagonist of this novel, Snake Shadow. This novel, which was just ended February, occupied the top 5 most clicks during the serialization period. Unable to resist the rave reviews, I read more than half. The hot-mouthed and soft-hearted male protagonist, Snake Shadow, and the unshakable love with the female protagonist are really moving. Also, Red Snake Shadow become the new husband of thousands of girls along with the hot list of the novel. But in my opinion, the reason for this novel to be in the hot list is not only because of the romance between the hero and the heroine. Hey? It's more because of Snake Shadow, the loyal but domineering male protagonist.
So the novel becomes a hit mostly because of Snake Shadow.
Really deserves to be my most favorite character in the novel. It's a shame that the original body becomes Snake Shadow's early sex fiancé in order to deceive Snake Shadow's magic medicine. As well as for Winter's surprise, she pretended to promise Snake Shadow to become his mate. She even seduced other beast males behind his back, making full preparation for someone to support her when she dumps Snake Shadow. This original body is too manipulative. Rather, the original Deer Spirit left the Snake Shadow who was still in hibernation and went to other tribe. Although Snake Shadow and the original book heroine worked hand in hand for a lifetime, original Deer Spirit was also abandoned by other tribe and died. However, being used of the Snake Shadow by the original body in the early stage still hurt him. How could I transmigrate into this rot? I must treat Snake Shadow well and depend on behalf of the original body. Let me explain the reason why I went to find Lion Fierce first. Snake Shadow, in fact, there is a reason why I went to find Lion Fierce. If I hear the name of Lion Fierce from your mouth again, I will have to shut you up. The mouth is mine. Everyone has the freedom to speak as long as I...
When Deer Spirit hasn't finished talking, suddenly Snake Shadow's face came closer to her face as if he is going to kiss her, and it makes Deer Spirit's heart beating uncontrollably.
I actually could hear the bottom sound of my own heartbeat.
But the male protagonist actually kisses Deer Spirit's nose to shut her up. He threatened her not to mention Lion Fierce's name again.
If you mention him again,
otherwise he would do the same thing to her again. It's more like a flirt rather than a threat.
I will use the same method to shut your mouth. Wow, Snake Shadow is so handsome. The original Deer Spirit must have hole in her brain to actually like Lion Fierce.
Meanwhile, outside the cave, the males just came back from hunting.
You're back? Not bad, caught a wild boar. That's great. But the young patriarch is poisoned. What to do? Ask Snake Shadow if he can help. It hurts so badly. Rod Snake Shadow, Rod Snake Shadow.
The little boy rushes to Black Shadow's cave.
Rod Snake Shadow, when we went hunting this time, the young patriarch was injured. We really can't do anything and can only ask your help.
Since Snake Shadow likes to collect many herbs, the villagers like to find him for a cure if they're injured seriously.
Young patriarch?
Snake Shadow, who is a quiet type, actually agrees to help, but he needs to check on the injury first.
Lead the way. Huh? Thank you, Red Snake Shadow, for agreeing to help.
But when he is about to leave the cave, he suddenly stops and reminds Deer Spirit.
If you go to Ramfields again, you know what I would do. Is this something appropriate for me to hear?
He tosses a package of herbs to her and came closer to her to advise her.
You obediently recuperate from your wound. As for the marriage contract and the Ramfields affairs, I'll get even sorry with you when I come back.
After they left, Deer Spirit tries to apply the herb all on her own.
It hurts. The word without painkillers is really hard.
She is afraid of the sharp pain effects of the ointment the most.
Dear Tata, I have received your demand call. I'm your crossing system Xiaodu.
After reading so many novels, it turned out that time travel really has a system. Hi Xiaodu, is there anything I can do to relieve the pain?
Dear Tata, your search keywords already received.
The creature starts to scan the nearest pain reliever around them.
The nearest pain reliever has been automatically found for you.
So it can be like this? The packet given by Snake Shadow?
This is a painkiller. Apply it on the wound will have a hit sensation within 10 minutes and the pain will begin to relieve.
Xiaodu, you're so awesome.
But it turns out the creature actually has a limitation on its ability.
But Xiaodu can only scan once a day.
Suddenly, Snake Shadow and the boy came back to the cave.
What's wrong? Is it so serious? Yeah, the young patriarch has been bitten by a very serious spider's poison and must be detoxified ASAP.
Snake Shadow has no idea to treat the spider venom, so he can only try to use whatever useful herb he has.
I don't know much about spider venom, so I can only do what I can. As the case, whatever herbs are useful can only be tried.
Wouldn't it be solved if they used the China's fire red flowers in the packet just now?
It turns out the little creature knows the antidote for the spider venom.
Why did you get out? What if they see you?
Don't worry, host, no one can see me except you.
She then claims that she knows the antidote of the venom.
I know what herbs can save the young patriarch. Dear Spirit, have you ever studied herbal medicine? Use this to detoxify the spider venom. Dear Spirit, are you sure? It's too risky. It's the young patriarch of our tribe who is poisoned.
Really ignorant, he actually doubted Xiaodu.
It really can.
She tries to ensure the little boy who doesn't believe her, and suddenly Snake Shadows embraces her from the front and said,
I believe you.